Hello, I'm Ollie and this is Criminally, where I talk about crime, pulp, horror, that kind of thing. Today, gadgets. I'm doing an unboxing and first impressions video for the new Kobo Libra Colour. So anyone who's watched the channel for any length of time will know that whilst I mostly talk about books, I do sometimes talk about e-readers. I'm a huge fan of reading on e-ink devices. I find it really convenient and really comfortable. And if you've watched the channel recently, you may have seen my video where I talk about wanting to move away from the Kindle ecosystem. I'm just finding Amazon is getting a bit too intrusive, and I'm trying an experiment to move away from using Kindle completely. So move away from using my Kindles and use other devices for reading my ebooks. So when Kobo announced that they were releasing a couple of new colour e-readers, I was immediately very tempted. I've tried to hold off, but I had a birthday recently. I got some birthday money. It was basically exactly the right amount of money to buy one of these. So I thought, you know, the gods are telling me that I need to get one. So I plumped for the Kobo Libra Colour, which is the slightly larger of the two. It also supports pen input. As well as being a sucker for e-readers, I'm a sucker for styluses. I don't know why, because when I buy them, I tend to end up not really using them very much, but I love the idea of being able to write digitally, if you like. If you could see my handwriting, you would be able to tell why I end up not actually using them that much, but I really like the concept. So I have bought the stylus as well as the case. So I'll show you all of these in this unboxing and first impressions video today. If you've got any questions, leave those in the comments. I will do a full review at some point, so I'll try and pick up those questions in that video and answer them. So what I'm going to do now, flip the camera, get this open, give you that kind of unboxing experience, and then give you some first impressions as well. Okay, so here we go. I have to say the box is very nice and colourful. We've got the white one on the front of the box. I've actually gone with the black one, as you can see there. So without further ado, let's get this open and see what the device is like. Okay, here we go. Exciting stuff. Look at that, lovely. I love the fact as well that they put the power button, as you can see there, is on the back. Kindles always seem to struggle with where to put the power button, and you end up with it either on the top or the bottom, and wherever it is, it inevitably is somewhere where you end up leaning the Kindle on, and therefore turning on or off the device. So as you can see, straight away you can see the colour there. These colour screens, so the Kobo has effectively two e-ink displays, as I understand it. So it has a black and white e-ink display, which is the very latest one. I think this is one of the first devices that's got that latest black and white screen technology, which I think is the Carter 1300. And then on top of that, it's got like a colour screen, the Kaleido 3. The Kaleido 3 is the same screen that's in my my Bigme Inknote Colour Plus that I've shown on the channel. So let's turn it on and see what it's like. So you can see there's a light come on there. Taking a while. What's it doing? The other thing I'm really pleased with is that this has page turn buttons. So my Kindle Oasis, which I was a huge fan of, had page turn buttons. Okay, so let's choose English. It's really snappy. It's really nice and fast, isn't it? Let's turn it upside down. Yeah, so that screen reorients very, very quickly. So I'm quite impressed with that. That's one of the advantages of this new Carter 1300 display, apparently, is it's much faster. So yeah, impressed so far. I'm going to get it connected to my Wi-Fi and then come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I've connected it to my Wi-Fi. I've managed to log into my Kobo account, which was very old. So I had a Kobo Mini years and years and years ago. Still had a Kobo account. As you can see, there's one book I've bought on Kobo in the past, Snow White Must Die, which I never read. What I have done though is I've connected it to Calibre on my MacBook, and I've imported some books from my Calibre library. So these are all Kindle books that I bought on my Kindle, and I've removed the DRM from, so I'm free to use them on any device I want. So you can see those are all there, and it you know, the menus and the responses and everything like that are really nice and quick. The colour looks very nice. So it is muted, as these e-ink colour displays tend to be, but it does look decent. So let's go into one of those books and just see what it looks like and try the page turn buttons and things. So there we go, there's the book. So yeah, colour cover looks very nice. It's just, I don't know which is forward and which is back. Oh, that one's forward. Here we go. So here we go. Those page turn buttons work very nicely. I haven't read this one yet, Aurora. I did read David Kirk's previous book, Cold Storage, which I really enjoyed. Font's a bit big, so let's try and reduce that a bit. Oh, that's better. There we go. So yeah, page turn buttons really nice and responsive. That's maybe a bit too small, isn't it? Let's get to zoom in a bit. That's more like it. Let's try the highlighting. So there we go. I can select different colours for that highlight, which is nice. So that colour does add a little something. I'm not sure it's really essential by any means at the moment. I think if I were reading a lot of graphic novels and things like that on this, which I will try, it would be great. But it's a nice touch. And these, you know, this device is not really that much more expensive than a black and white device, so it doesn't really make that much difference price wise. I was a bit worried. So I've heard some people say that the kind of background colour of the screen is a little bit grey, but it looks fine to me. It looks, you know, pretty decently white to me. If I swipe down from the top, what can we see there? I'm not used to all the menus yet, so you can see recently opened. What I don't know is how you get into, oh, here we go. So here we can get into brightness. So the brightness is turned up quite high, which I think is deliberate to make those colours good. So if I turn that down again, still very readable. It is a little bit grayer than something like a Kindle Paperwhite, but decent enough. Certainly looks like a very nice screen to read on. Right, so that's a quick whistle-stop tour of what it looks like. I'm certainly impressed with it so far. I'm just going to unbox the stylus now and have a go with that. Okay, so it turns out all I needed to do to pair the pen was just plug it into the power for a few seconds, which woke it up. It is now connected. So you can see you could actually draw or write directly onto the words. So you can't do that on the Kindle Scribe. On the Kindle Scribe, you need to like long press and it pops up a post-it note type thing, and then you can write your text in there. But with the Kobo, they've actually made it so you can go directly and like underline words and things like that. So if I move forward from that page and then come back to it, you can see that the circles are still there. If I change the font size slightly, so let's increase the font and go back to it. What it does is it's lost that circle, but there's this little icon at the side here, and if I tap on that, I can see what I've done on the screen previously. So it's an interesting implementation of it. It does seem to work quite well, and I definitely think they've done it slightly better than Amazon have done with the Kindle Scribe. With the pen, you've also got notebooks. So I've created a notebook here and done some scribbling in it. So you can see you can use different colours. If I tap that, change the style of the pen, the size of the lines, the colour that I scribble in, and things like that. And the eraser, the kind of fake eraser on the back of the pen, works as an eraser. So just nice and simple, but fun to use. And it just attaches magnetically to the side of the device as well. So easy to kind of keep hold of it. Right, so that's the basics of the device. I'm just going to unbox the cover as well and show you that, and then we'll be done. Okay, so here is the cover, the Kobo Libra sleep cover. It's got a nice kind of leather style feel to it, but I don't think it is actually leather. Let's get into there. And there's a little slot for the pen as well by the looks of it. And a hole cut out in the back so you can access the power button. So let's make sure I put it in the right way around. So that's going to go in like that, and then I think the pen goes in there. So yeah, that is really nicely done. Yeah, a nicely implemented cover there. Open it up and I can get back into things, so it wakes up nice and quickly, and it's got a nice feel to it as well, the cover. So there you can see the power button on the back. So yes, that is the Kobo Libra Colour. Hopefully you've enjoyed seeing that. If you do have any questions about how it works, do let me know in the comments, and when I do my full review I will try and answer those. The one thing I didn't say earlier that I think is really impressive with this device is you get like the right to repair with it. So this is a user repairable device. You can replace the battery and things like that. So we seem to have, you know, moved over recent years to devices that are very, very locked down, which are hard to repair and therefore need to be replaced. So Kobo are, you know, they're using all recycled materials for this, so the plastic it's made from is recycled, and you can repair it as well. So a more ecologically friendly device than some you can buy. So yeah, I'm very impressed with it so far. I will give it a good bit of use over the next couple of weeks and then report back with my full thoughts. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed that today. As I say, leave any questions in the comments and I'll try and answer them. And as always, thanks very much for watching. Hope you're safe and well out there. Hope you're reading good stuff, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Cheerio.